taking on the Buffalo Bills.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
They'll give it to Scatteroo. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park.
This is 2nd and 8.
Throwing. Prescott.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd.
That went out wide and intercepted. Picked up by Marquise Bell.
And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Play action. May.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
This defense for the Bills, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
And some good running out of the gates as he takes this up to the 33. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Crazy.
On play action, May.
That's going to be brought in by Higgins. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
17 yards. First down, Chicago.
On 1st and 10, it's Charbonnet.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Second and 10.
Crazy. 5.
They go play action now. May. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
And they'll run on third down with Charbonnet. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
Here we go,
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. Prescott. This is Jennings. And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Prescott now.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for Bills.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. You look at this Bears defense.
They're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the pass at number 28.
They spent the week at practice, and we know our rating's not that great. And we know we're facing the number 1 passing team in the league. But there are...
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
Roma Dunze
with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year.
And the Bills are on the board first here this afternoon.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
They'll throw with May. They'll set up a screen to Charbonnet.
They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Crazy. A gain of 18 on the play.
Here's May.
Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
24 yards to gain there. Another first down as well.
That's another Bears first down. 24-yard gain on the play. And the Bears first down.
To throw, it's May. To the left side, he's got McConkey.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
First down. First and goal, Chicago.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they go to work on a first and goal.
What's up? Crazy.
Looking to throw, May.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Another first down, this time on a gain of 19. So they go pass, now they go run, and 2 plays resulting in really nice pickups.
Certainly sounds like a 50-50 deal, doesn't it? Sounds like great balance. Well, you know what all those coaches have told us over the years, Brandon, that balance is? It means doing what you want to, when you want to. That play call is working very well for them right now.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's second down.
Bears 18-yard line.
Prescott. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Prescott from the gun. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Butker on for the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Next to score, Bills 14. Bears 7. Harrison Butker.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
26-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
To the air, May.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Intercepted. The Bills take over first and 10 at the 24-yard line.
First down, here's Scatterby.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
43 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
Cam Scatterby, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
A huge play there for Chicago. 42 yards.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10.
Throwing here is May.
His throw caught right around the 6. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 18 yards that time to push him up first and goal.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at first and goal.
He gives it up. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
3 tight ends up front here, third and goal.
Hey, what's that?
Now a loose football. The ball comes out. Now this is picked up. Accelerating, and off he goes. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown.
Well, Charles, not only did they fumble the football, but they're starting to fumble away their chances here a little bit. We've got a 3-score ball game now here in the first half.
And the last thing you want to do, partner, is help the other team with what are avoidable turnovers. You want to hang on to the football because you're already playing against a good team. You're just making it easier for them by giving them extra opportunities.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Here we go on the return from the 1-yard line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
It's a gain of 48 yards. First down.
From the shotgun, May with it.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the gun, it's May.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Hey, what's up? Crazy, crazy.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Wandale Robinson.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Bears are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Hey, what's up? Crazy, crazy, crazy. Hey, five.
May going to try to throw for it.
And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2, they don't get it. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away.
And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that. Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Gain of 11 makes it 3rd and 1.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
Here's Prescott.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they will finally catch him, but not before he gets it to the 11. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
1st and 10.
To throw is Prescott. The left side completion to Jones. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patches, I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic, and people want to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's 3rd and 4 now.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Yeah, here we go.
To the air again, Prescott. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And now nothing but green ahead of him.
And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight, and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Charbonnet going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Second and 3.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown.
Keon Coleman as the first half is winding down. And the Bears are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely.
And we've got movement.
I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out. Now the Bears keeping the offense on the field and going for 2.
May going to try and throw for it.
And he's got it. So they decide to still go for it even after the 5-yard penalty. And they convert.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
Final 10 seconds of the half as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
On the give, here's Charbonnet.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
At the 46-yard line.
What's that? Crazy, crazy, crazy.
They'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. Got a man that's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Chicago. Lad McConkey, 53 yards.
And the Bears are an extra point away from evening this one up.
No problem there on the extra point. And we are all tied at 28. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away.
And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20.
20-yard line.
So wet it down. Get your money up. I put money down. On all of us. On my people now. On what I love. Ooh, baby, it's dangerous. You'll probably get this not the same to us. We're dealing with this you ain't seen before.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand-new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And, Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Scatteroo going to run it out of the gun.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And they'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on it. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
Yeah, here we go.
Now Prescott.
That is caught. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. That one complete to his receiver, Jennings. And he's got this down to the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And this is caught. Jennings. And all the way home for the Bills touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Bills have broken the tie.
So this game tied at the half, but we are tied no more. A touchdown there on the opening sequence of this third quarter.
And what a great drive put together by their offensive coordinator. He had a plan, and they executed it almost to perfection, coming right out of the locker room. Now they're feeling good about their chances here in the second half.
Bears 28. Harrison Butker set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead with the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we they started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
From the shotgun, it's May.
He's got Higgins over the middle. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
Wan'Dale Robinson.
His third touchdown of the game and fifth on the year.
And the Bears are an extra point away from drawing level.
Now the extra point. And things are getting good now. We're heating up, tied at 35. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Looking to throw, Prescott. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Fielded at the 33. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10.
Now run by Charbonnet.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Crazy.
They'll throw with May. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And the Bills will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
Intercepted. The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Kill.
That's caught out right by Jennings. And he is going to lose yardage here. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's Prescott. This is Jennings.
And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down.
14 yards. That's good for a Bills first down.
They'll run from the gun with Scatterby. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up.
But that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2nd and 6.
Prescott to throw it.
That's complete downfield to Okonkwo. And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line.
A big play here for Buffalo. 46 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Yeah, here we go. Kill.
An inside run with Scatterby.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
74 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And once again, it's Scatterby.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Throwing. Prescott. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon.
And the Bills have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Well, he's regarded as one of the best athletes among NFL tight ends, Charles, and it certainly was on display right there.
And as we've seen this league continue to grow and develop, I think the tight end position is becoming harder and harder to defend because now it's elite athletes playing that position, not just the big guys who can block. How about his ability to get downfield and make plays against any defense?
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
To the air, May.
Wide open receiver complete. And now the rookie's free. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. 81 yards.
And the Bears are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
The Bears will line up for the
Now they'll change things up.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
We're good. Hey, what's that? Crazy. Hey, five. Crazy.
They'll look to throw. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
Bills 42, Bears 41.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead.
Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles? Definitely. And remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Kill. 20.
They'll start on the ground with Scatterbrain.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Now the Bears are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Give up the middle, Scatterbrain.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Prescott.
He's got his man, Jennings.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 45-yard line. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Prescott now. Called in left side here by Jennings. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
Jerron Jennings.
The second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bills are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. This is 1st and 10.
Crazy.
Here's May. Coleman has it here right side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Just the one timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. 1st and 10.
A gain of 16 yards. First down.
They'll look to throw. That's going to be brought in by Higgins. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Here's 1st down.
That's another
Crazy.
first down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Back to throw.
Left side, he's got Robinson.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
He'll look to throw. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
Wan'Dale Robinson
From 21 yards away.
And the Bears have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th.
So what can the Bears do here as they'll go for 2? Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
The Bears will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Crazy.
May going to try and throw for it.
And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
29. Bears 47.
So with just over a minute to play, this becomes a make or break onside kick. And the Bills are going to recover. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
Yeah!
The Bills on their way to victory now as they take the knee.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Bills, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
By a jumbo jet. It wasn't easy, but nothing is. No. When I feel heavy metal, and I feel that I need when I lie and I'm easy all of the time, but I'm never sure why I need you. Please, I need you. Down when I was young. It's not my problem. It's not my problem. When I feel heavy metal, and I feel that I need when I lie and I'm easy all of the time, but I'm never sure why I need you. Do you have the time to listen to me whine about nothing and everything all at once? I am one of those melodramatic fools, neurotic to the bone, no doubt about it. Sometimes I give myself the creeps. Sometimes my mind plays tricks on me. It all keeps adding up. I think I'm cracking up. Am I just paranoid? Am I just... I went to a shrink to analyze my dreams. She says it's like a night spring.